Hello everyone, it's Łukasz Malinowski, the Internet of Things advisor and trainer. Today we are going to navigate through the IoT minefield together. The task is that we want to create this very simple IoT solution using ChatGPT and AWS CDK. I tried this a few times. Every single time I received a bit different output from chat, and it was kind of struggle. So today I will do live coding with unexpected outcomes, but hopefully that's going to be fun, and hopefully you will learn from my experience today. So what we are trying to achieve is a very simple setup that enables devices to send data to AWS Cloud, and we want those messages to be stored on S3 bucket. This is pretty typical. I use that a few times for production deployments. And what is important is that we want to use the IoT rule that will listen on dedicated MQTT topic and store data in S3 bucket. In order to invoke that action, our rule needs to have proper IAM role with proper IoT proper policy attached, and we need to ensure that chat would generate that for us. We will see about the IoT policy and IoT thing and certificate, because I'm not really sure if we will be able to get all of that working. But let's start with basics, and we will see how far we're going to get. Let me copy paste my starting prompt. So the idea here is that I want to start as the business owner. So I want chat to generate Python source code that uses AWS CDK to deploy cloud infrastructure required to send telemetry data from devices via MQTT protocol to the cloud storage. So this is as high level as I was able to think about it, but it describes our intent. And let's see if chat will do that for us. Probably not from the first iteration, and for every next prompt I will give it a bit more direct requests. So let's see how the initial code would look like. And it looks different than I was expecting. So let's review that together. And first of all, we've got this core import that would not work. So we need to ask chat to not to import the core module directly. This is an issue that I saw multiple times, so I've got this here. So do not import the core module. And let's wait for the updated version. Okay. Well, it still wants to import the core, unfortunately. But it looks like it is not using it. So let's review this code. We've got the Python, the S3 bucket, which is the bucket that we want to send our data to. We've got an IoT thing, which is the logical representation of our device. That's also fine. We've got the IoT policy. So the policy allows to invoke actions from the device perspective. And as you can see, this is not the best policy that we could think of, because it allows this device to publish to any topic, to subscribe and receive data from any topic. And this is totally not the way that we would like it to see. And please never ever use this type of policy for your production deployments. We will try to fix that. Let's go further. And this is the topic rule. So this part that listens to the telemetry topic and stores data in S3 bucket. So this syntax is wrong. And let me just copy paste the prompt that would hopefully fix that. So we want to correct this IoT rule definition and use IoT CFN rule, topic rule, payload property, and appropriate properties for S3 itself. Let's see if that's going to fix our issue. Okay. It looks a bit better now. Okay. IoT policy. Ground put away. To be honest, I'm not really sure if that would work. It's a bit strange syntax, but we can give it a try and we will see if that is going to work. But anyhow, we need to ask chat to add synthesize, because right now this stack would not, there is no way to deploy it. So as you can see, the source code that we are getting is not like copy-paste working solution. We need to instruct chat to make it work for us. And yeah, once again, it's added the core, which is not the way we wanted to do. So I will ask it to import AWS CDK as CDK instead of using the core directly. Let's see if that's going to fix it for us. Okay, so it's not importing core, which is what we wanted. And let's see for the rest. Cool. Let's give it a try. Probably that won't work, but we will fix that in our next iteration. I will just copy paste it to my cloud environment, which just logged me out. Okay. So this is the standard CDK Python application. When you invoke CDK init app language Python, this is what you would get. I will just remove it and paste what we get from our chat. Let's try CDK deploy. And so if we get any issues, we will try to ask chat to to correct it for us. And as you can see, this is not the way it should have been. I will just ask it to correct it. So do not use, instead use, let me just, that. Let's see if it would work. Import IoT, okay. Okay, so the policy, but we will handle that later. Rule. Okay. Once again, let's copy and paste it here. Deploy. Yeah, so this is what I'm afraid of. This role REN, this syntax is not what I was expecting, and yeah, as you can see, chat invented that syntax for us. Unfortunately, AWS CDK is not supporting that, so we need to fix this line, and in order to do so, I will ask use rule IAM rule RN for S3 action rule RN directly. Let's see if that would work. Okay, so this is the topic rule, this part, and right now we've got the role REN the way we want it. So this is the IAM role, and this is the IoT role. They are easily confused. And let's take a look at this is the IAM role, and that IAM role allows to put objects for telemetry bucket, and the telemetry bucket is over there. Okay, let's give it yet another try. I will just remove everything, copy paste, and deploy. So as you can see, that required quite a few iterations and quite a few low-level asks for chat, and it crashed once again. Let's see what's going on right now. So the unable to topic rule props. So topic rule action property. Yeah, so this syntax is wrong. It should be using let me yeah. I will just try to improve it for chat. So use that when defining action property actions. And IoT action, yeah, okay. So it looks like that part worked. Hopefully we got IoT topic rule action property and S3 action property. Let's copy that code once again and see if it would work for us. This time, deploy. It looks like we've got some kind of progress finally, and it asks us if we are happy with this setup. We are, and we just lost the in the process. It looks like we lost the IoT policy, but that's not that big of a deal. We will try to fix it later. For now, let's deploy that and see if at least the main mechanics would work. So what we expect is that we've got this bucket, we've got the IAM role that allows to put data to that bucket, and we've got the IoT rule that would forward messages from telemetry whatever topic to the bucket. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's try to we will, once deployment is done, we will test it just to see if it is working. Probably it would work. That's my guess at least. And after that, we will try to add the IoT policy. So let's go to the AWS console, and yeah, we want to go to the bucket. Let's go to to the bucket to ensure that it was actually created, and this is the telemetry infrastructure test telemetry data bucket. Yeah, so this is our bucket. Telemetry data bucket. Telemetry data bucket. Yeah, so this is the bucket name generated by CDK. And now what I'm going to do is I will do two things. First, I will subscribe to this topic so we see what's going on. And then I will publish to this topic, let's say device 1 and just some sample message. So as you can see, that message was published and received by this subscription. Now we can go to our S3 bucket, refresh, and yeah, we've got our message here. So it worked. Let's review that once again. I published a message pretending to be that device from the console, and the message was received by the MQTT broker on that topic, and our rule queried that message from this topic and forwarded to the S3 bucket. So this is, let's say, the first success. Of course, this is by no means working solution, as we do not have the IoT policy, we do not have a certificate, and the I'm not really sure if that created a thing for us. Yeah, it created thing, so we can go to all devices things, and this is our thing. But as you can see, that thing do not have any certificate attached, so there is no way for this device that is represented by this thing to send anything, because it lacks the certificate and the policy. Why it worked in our case? It worked because I used the MQTT test client that is embedded into IoT Core. So I basically published a message directly to the MQTT broker. That's why the lack of the certificate and policy did not stop me from doing that. But that was kind of a hack, just to show you that at least the backend part is working, but the IoT policy and thing and certificate are still missing. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's ask chat to add the IoT policy that allows this device to send messages. So add IoT, add restrictive IoT policy. So device can send data to the topic used by the IoT rule. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at our policy. So IoT thing name. Let me deploy that, and because I've got some comments on this policy, but I want to deploy it for you before providing details. Let's use CDK deploy, and then we will see if what we received from chat actually works or not. And it crashed because, okay, let me check. Probably it tried to add the policy to the thing itself. Where is the policy thing? Where is that? Think, create thing. That looks fine. And then what? Yeah, so it tries to attach the policy to the IoT thing, which is not permitted. Like if we go back here, you do not attach policies to things directly. The object that joins IoT thing with the policy is the certificate, because the certificate is the root of identity. So I will just ask it to do not attach the IoT policy to the thing, and hopefully it will correct that for us. Okay, let's take a look. So the IoT policy is the same as before, and it looks like we do not try to attach the IoT policy to the thing, which is also fine. Okay, let me just deploy it once again, and we will see what we are going to get. And the one thing that I want to put your attention to is this is the IoT policy definition, and this part is not something that I would recommend using. So let's agree for those changes. Wait for the deployment, and then I will show you how that looks from the console and what was the actual output from this deployment. Okay, so we are done. You can find the IoT policies in the security policies. So this is our telemetry device policy, and if you take a look at the output, so we've got telemetry and none, and that none represents this IoT thing name, which is none. In this case, it could be any string. The thing is that this IoT policy cannot be reused by any other device. So we've got the thing name hard-coded in the policy itself, which is not the way that you should do, because if we would take this approach, then you need to create dedicated IoT policy for every single device. That makes the whole setup complicated, and there are better ways to handle that. A better way to handle that is to use, for instance, the IoT policy variable instead of hard coding the name itself. So let's try to ask chat to use the IoT policy variable instead of coding the thing name. Okay, so we want it to use the IoT policy variable instead of hard coding the thing name into the policy itself. Okay, and let's see what we get. This is our IoT policy, and here we've got IoT thing name. Well, it is not what we expected, and because we want, that's not the, basically this is not the IoT policy variable. Just a sec, let me try to find, do I have any hints for him? Yeah, so okay, I will just give it a hint. So use that instead of putting the thing name name into the IoT policy publish action. And as you can see, it is not what we wanted. Like this syntax would not work for us. And what I asked, let me just paste it here. Like, so this is the policy variable that is used by the IoT core to change, basically to compute value of this policy based on the certificate and thing name that is used by this device during the connection with IoT core. But that syntax would not work, unfortunately. So just to summarize, what we achieved is we've got the backend kind of working, because I'm still not happy about the way that it structures the data stored on S3 bucket, because there are better ways to do that. But still, it works. So we've got the rule with IAM role policy, and that rule can store data on S3 bucket, which is great. Unfortunately, what we've got is also the IoT policy that is totally useless, because this syntax is not valid, and yeah, I will just give up. I don't want really to try to trick chat to put what we need into that policy, because this is not the aim of this exercise. The aim of this exercise is to show the current state of AI in terms of creating cloud infrastructure as code, and based on this exercise and based on other exercises that I've done offline, in my opinion, we are not there yet. So if you use chat or any other AI tool to help you with creating your infrastructure, then please be very careful and double check the recommendations, because using policy like that will basically not work, and the previous policy proposed by chat was way too open and introduced some serious security issues. If you are interested, I will share that conversation with you. You will find the link in the comments, so you can review that more closely, and feel free to reach out to me to ask any questions about this setup. Hopefully I will be able to help you, or at least to guide you to some resources that are useful when working with IoT services offered by the AWS Cloud. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm Łukasz Malinowski, the Internet of Things advisor and trainer.